What's up, everybody? It's Ethan here, coming to you from the Mount Yale Trailhead, well, Denny Creek Trailhead, going up to Mount Yale. You can see right here, we're starting here on the road for Cottonwood Pass, and we'll be heading up the trail to the summit. 14,196 tells you elevation gain, mileage, all that good stuff. Lots of people here at the trailhead this morning. Very beautiful. As you can see, fall colors are starting to pop up. And it should be an awesome hike. Mount Yale is, of course, a 14er in the Sawatch Range, the Collegiate Peaks area outside of Buena Vista. Lots of 14ers in this area. And this is going to be class 2. So I'll get back to you guys a little further up the trail. All right, well, I just entered the Collegiate Peaks Wilderness, and this trail did not waste any time. It immediately started gaining lots of elevation, so don't expect the Mount Yale Trail to ease you in. But it is beautiful. Very beautiful morning, and the hint of fall with some of the leaves just starting to change their colors. It's pretty cool. All right, important trail junction here at about 1.5 miles. Turn right for Mount Yale. Starting to get some views peeking through the trees here. And I'm now just over 11,000 feet. Still hiking through this beautiful forest. And honestly, I kind of wish that I was here doing this like a week later, because there are lots of aspen groves along this trail, and a week from now, I bet you it'll be almost peak fall colors. Beautiful morning out here in the Collegiate Peaks Wilderness. Just crossed the Denny Creek for what I believe is the last time I have to cross the creek. And yeah, at about 11:04 right now. I guess maybe it's not, well, I don't think this is Denny Creek. This is a smaller stream. But anyway, just continuing to head up through all this beautiful willow brush that is starting to change color. And should be about 500 feet, vertical feet away from breaking tree line. Absolutely amazing views up here. As I'm just starting to break tree line, I'm at a little over 11.8 right now, which just goes to show you, I don't know why, but the Sawatch Range, the tree line goes way higher than a lot of other mountain ranges in Colorado. when you're hiking in the collegiate peaks, don't expect to break tree line until about 12,000 feet. Okay, well, finally I have broken tree line at over 12,200 feet. You can see just barely above tree line. That is the highest I've ever seen tree line go on any hike I've done in Colorado. But it is absolutely beautiful up here. And I am just trying not to bust my ass and switch back in my way up this slope. It's a very rocky slope. What a beautiful trail. All right, well, I'm at about 12.6 now. Heading up to that saddle up there. And once I get up to the saddle, I'm gonna start hiking up that way. And that's not quite the summit up there, but it's not too far off. And yeah, it is just absolutely incredible up here. Look at these views. This is really, really cool. All right, well, I'm at 13,350, and you can see some hikers way up there. So I was incorrect. I thought we climbed up closer to that point, but we're actually climbing up here. And yeah, it's just gonna be some steep switchbacks up to there. Now, I believe when we get up to the top of this slope and get on the saddle, I'm pretty sure that saddle's at like 13.8 or 13.9. So once we get up there, we should not have much longer to get to the summit. I mean, as it is right now, elevation wise, I'm about 900 feet off the summit. But yeah, this has been a really beautiful hike so far. Definitely lots of people on the trail, but it's a 14er with easy trailhead access on a Sunday. So what do you expect? Certainly a little more crowded than San Luis Peak. Saddle at 13,950 means I only got 250 feet of gain to get up to the summit. You can see Buena Vista down there and the beautiful collegiate peaks all around me. It's a little windy up here, but man, are these views incredible. What a beautiful morning. So like I said, I'm at 13,950, and from here on out, there's not much of a trail. This section of the hike is definitely the crux. This is where the most difficult class 2 terrain on Mount Yale is. As you can plainly see. But as I said, I am very close very upper portion of the ridge, doing some boulder hopping and easy scrambling to get up to the summit. It is absolutely beautiful up here. All right, guys, just made it up to the summit of Mount Yale, 14,196 feet. You can see Mount Harvard and Mount Columbia over there. La Plata, Huron, way back over there. And there's Mount Princeton over there. And Taro, way back there. Lots of 14ers around here, and just beautiful views all around. There's a few people up here, but it's actually not too crowded. But I did pass a lot of people, so there's definitely going to be more people coming up soon. You can see down to Buena Vista down there. And the way that I came up. The wind's hitting me now. Let me get down here, out of the wind a little bit. But yeah, anyway, guys, that was a beautiful hike. I'm definitely going to take a little break up here on the summit and enjoy it. But that was really cool. And it took me about 2.5 hours to summit today. So pretty good time. But anyway, like I said, it's definitely time for some snacks and a little bit of a break. All right, starting to head off the summit now. It's up there for about a half an hour. Met a couple of nice people, as you do tend to do a lot, hiking 14ers. And now it is time for the long hike back down. So my phone clocked me at a little over 5 miles up to the summit up here, and it says 4 3/4 miles is what the distance is. Elevation gain was pretty spot on, about 4,300 feet. And like I said, it took about 2.5 hours. And there you go. You can see the first rock cairn down there, marking the path. All right, as the great Steve Tyler would say, I'm back in the saddle again, and heading down. This section of the trail where you get up on the saddle is definitely the windiest over here. All right, well, I'm taking a little break on the way down. I'm at about 12:02 right now, just getting back into the trees. Like I said, tree line is really high up on this trail. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely a lot warmer down here than it was up on the summit and up on that summit ridge. Still getting some really beautiful views of the collegiate peaks and replenishing some electrolytes. All right, well, I'm back to hiking through the forest. And it's very quiet. I've passed a couple of people who are still going up even this late. But for the most part, I passed a lot of people that had started before me this morning. And so on the hike down, I got the trail mostly to myself, which has been super nice. Sorry about the shaky cam there. But anyway, yeah, like I said, just heading down through the forest, still over 11,000 feet, but dropping very quickly. All right, well, I just passed the Mount Yale trail split, so it's got about 1.25 miles to go to get back to the trailhead. And from here on out, the trail is going to be a lot wider. Not that it wasn't a good trail before. I mean, honestly, the trail all the way up to that saddle was in great condition. But I'm getting into the home stretch of this hike. Some nice fall colors up on that slope there. There's also some nice fall colors over here. I don't know if the trees are going to block it or not, but back in there you can barely see it. Really cool. Like I said earlier in the hike, I got a feeling that a week would make a lot of difference for seeing all the fall colors out here. Because I mean, you can see a lot of the leaves are starting to change. I mean, it is mid-September. I think fall is starting a little late this summer because it's been, you know, I mean, it's still pretty warm for, you know, for it being mid-September. It's been pretty warm up at high elevations, but also, you know, we've gotten a lot of rain and stuff this summer and haven't had as many fires, at least in Colorado. I mean, we didn't even have close to as many fires this summer as we did last summer. So I think all those factors have made it more of a normal year in terms of seasonal change. Because last year the aspens were getting choked out by the smoke, and then you know, like right at the beginning of September, the mountains got a big snowstorm. So this is seeming like a more normal summer. We have had a few small fires, but nothing even close to what we had last summer. I think the biggest fire this year in Colorado has been maybe like 10 or 12,000 acres, which isn't ideal, but I mean, compared to last year where we had multiple fires that were like 100,000 plus acres, I'd take that anytime. All right, well, I am back at the Denny Creek Trailhead, and it is exactly noon right now, which means it took me about pretty much exactly 5 hours to do this hike, which is really great time. All right, well, that was a lot of fun. Definitely would highly recommend this 14er. It is a little more difficult. It actually took me a little less time than San Luis Peak. It, you know, I mean, only by about like 15 minutes, but still, it took me a little less time. I'd still say this one is a little more difficult though, just with all the class 2 and stuff, and definitely more elevation gain total, but still, either way, really awesome hike, and it was a perfect day to do it. I mean, the weather is so nice today for it being mid-September. You could not ask for better weather than this. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will definitely see you guys soon for more hiking adventures. It looks like next weekend is still going to be a pretty nice weekend weather-wise up here in the mountains. So unless something changes, I will definitely be attempting to hike another 14er, but you know, next weekend as well. Trying to get in as many as I can. With all the time I missed hiking this summer, I'm trying to get in as many as I can before the snow starts up again. So anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. Have a good one.